Turner has checked back in. He'll fake it that way. Throws a screen out here to the left side. And pass complete to Kamani John. And he got
clocked.
Yes. Lit up. He's slow
first
to get
down,
up,
though,
but
right?
it will be ball spotted at the 6. That should be enough for a first down, and it is. So first and goal. The Cardinals in the Rick Barker red zone for the first time of the second half. Fakes it to Turner, tries a quick slant, and Maston just threw that one into the ground. Will be incomplete and will bring up second and goal. So the Maroons had a big goal line stand here to open the quarter.
Calling on another one right here.
Being challenged again to get another stop. As George Rogers Clark slowed things down just a little bit. They go into the huddle. This is only the second time they've been in a huddle all night. And they brought the heavy package in as Brian Falls checks back in at a fullback. Turns around, and did he take the handoff? No, but there's Gunnar Lovelace. They brought a all-out
at the A gap, and nobody touched him.
And Gunnar Lovelace was there, almost took the handoff away from Maston. He was able to get it to Turner. Turner gets a loss of 4 on the play. We'll bring up third and goal from the 10-yard line. The Cardinals go back to the speed package, 2 receivers both ways. Turner stays in the backfield. Now he motions to the left of Maston. Maston's going to keep it himself, looks for a hole up the middle, and he's not going to go anywhere as Bryson Brown is there. The George Rogers Clark
personal foul against Pulaski.
Yeah, flag came flying in after the Maroons had to stop. They're going to talk about it here, but big play there, though, defensively. Brody Johnson and Bryson Brown, and waiting after a lengthy conversation.
Yeah, they're still not settled.
We are going to get a dead ball personal foul. Second one of the game on the defense.
Can't be more huge than that one.
But it is not a first down. So it will bring up fourth down, if I'm not mistaken. It should not be an automatic first down. It's half the distance to the goal and should be fourth down. And it is. Referee is signaling to the sideline.
I'm with you on this.
Yes. So it will be fourth and goal from about the 5.5-yard line.
Which is another one of those calls that blows my mind. A personal foul should
be a
punish
first
you.
down.
Yes.
So
in this case, it's okay.
So fourth and goal. So the Maroons avoid disaster. The clock will wind. We're at 2 minutes and 50 seconds here of the third quarter in a tie ball game. And now the Cardinals will send on the kicking team. We're going to attempt a field goal.
About 23 yards.
Yep. Spot the ball at the 13-yard line. Do not jump off sides. Plenty of time on the play clock.
85 is the kicker.
Hayden Cockrell. He has been perfect on the year, and this will not change, but this one will be of the three-point variety, and that will give the Cardinals their first lead of the night, Mike, on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. 2 minutes and 22 seconds of the third quarter. George Rogers Clark, after the second Maroons turnover, turns it into 3 points, and they lead it now 24-21.
Pulaski County probably dodged a bullet there, you think?
Yes.
3 is better than 7 if you're trying to keep somebody off the board, but Pulaski's put their offense in a situation now to where they've got to come out and establish the fact that they can move the football. Their second half offense has been a little sputtering, to say the least.
Yeah, so if you're just now tuning in, in the first half, both offenses were wide open. The defenses had forgot how to stop the offense, and it was just a drive after drive, and we had a 14-14 ball game late into the second quarter. The Maroons finally jumped in front at halftime, 21-14, and now we have seen here in the third quarter, the Maroons had a goal line stand. They have thrown an interception, a pick-6 interception. They put the ball on the turf for a fumble, and George Rogers Clark have turned 2 turnovers into 3 points.
A big 3 points right now.
Ford stands at his 5-yard line waiting on the kick, and this one, true to form, stays on the ground. And picked up there by Godby at the 20-yard line. He makes a move at the 30, gets up to the 35. So 15-yard return by Boone will set the Maroons up.
Good field position
For their first possession. Like,
I don't know. Tell me you didn't see
yes.
that.
So
I didn't see it. It's
did.
not official if I didn't see it.
Okay. So
if you wonder what we're yakking about over here, my partner thinks he may have just seen lightning.
there was a flash in the sky down to the up to the north, and it was not photography.
And it wasn't the Polar Express, right?
It was not. So Anderson will go under center. Single back is Brock, I believe. Was that Kaysen back there? Gets the handoff, and it is. Kaysen will plunge into the middle of the line. Will gain about 2 on, give him 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. So the Maroons still sticking with their running game. They had success, but it was one of those like going to the dentist, Mike. It's Novocaine. Just give it time. It'll eventually set in. Idlewind goes in motion. Now he winds around. Anderson takes the toss around the right side. Avoids one tackler, but is finally brought down across the 40 up to about the 42. So give him a gain of 3. And that will bring up 3rd and 4.
Idlewind's going to check out.
Will Adams checks in for him, and he will go to the slot on the left. And
I have an official timeout.
Well, we got an official pause.
Nope, he's good. Okay.
Yep. So he will blow the clock live again as we get set to wind under 1 minute here in the third quarter.
That's offside.
And we will get a free first down. We like freebies, as Zach will mark out the hard count, and George Rogers will jump off. And that will be a 5-yard offsides and a first down.
Huge 5-yard penalty.
If nothing else, to give your defense a little rest,
and
to keep the ball and keep the ball out of the Cardinals' hands. Here's a give to Brocker up the middle. He puts his foot in the ground, makes a couple of people miss before he gets into the secondary, and he's going to pick up close to 14 on first down. He's across midfield down to the 39-yard line of the Cardinals.
18 carries, 93 on the game so far for Brock.
Putting another fine game together for that young man. He's going to go over 100 yards 3 straight games, my prediction.
Because especially if you go total yards, because his receiving.
Ford checks in. He takes the handoff, drags the tackler into the secondary, where he's going to pick up 7 on first down, and that should bring us to the end of the third quarter, unless Coach Burns wants to get fancy here.
Ford was blowing the horn, Jerry.
I think he was.
He was coming through, yeah.
And that is going to be the last play, as Pulaski is in no hurry to get a snap off here. So here from Pulaski County High School, we will bring you fourth quarter action as George Rogers Clark now leads this one 24-21. We're going to step out, and we'll bring you fourth quarter action in just a minute.
Been supporting our local communities, and we sell and service what a number of different reading services call the most fuel efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about
Here to come in 175 here to come in 175 too. I'm $200 down, here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
We're ready to start fourth quarter action. We're welcome back. Pulaski trails by 3. They went to the ball at the 33-yard line.
They didn't say anything yet.
Gain of 2 will bring up 3rd and 2. Scores from other games. Southwestern has yet to score on the season, but they have given up 29 tonight to South Florida. They trailed 29-0 at halftime of that game. Somerset and Knox Central tied 7-7 in their affair. Brock takes the handoff. He picks and chooses and jitterbugs across the 30 down to about the 26-yard line, and that will be another first down
It is
for
the
the Maroons.
17th first down on the game for Pulaski County.
Ball control offense.
And it's going to be huge from here on out here in the fourth quarter.
You know, you keep leaning on those defensive linemen and you keep making them work and work and work, they get tired.
And those big old boys are leaning on you too.
Stack formation, both receivers split both ways. Brock takes the handoff right up the middle, so they're trying to spread out the defense and just power it up the middle, and Brock just keeps plowing his way. Give him 3, brings up 2nd and 7.
We go to halftime. South Florida 29-0 over Southwestern.
10 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in this one as the Maroons find themselves trailing 24-21 in a game they have led the entire way until just a few minutes ago, trying to reclaim the lead. Anderson taking his time. Play clock's down to 4 seconds. I formation. Takes the snap, fakes it to Brock, looking to pass. He's got Brock out in the, no, that's not Brock. That's Will Adams. But it will be a short gain, only 2. And it will bring up 3rd down and 5. 4 down territory, obviously, here. Mounts does not have the leg to kick a 37-yarder. Anderson back under center. And we're going to, well, think about it. Now we're going to get a change as Finley splits out wide to the right. Turns around, hands it off to Brock. He's dragging tacklers. Dragging across the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. So gain of 4 in the Rick Barker red zone. Will bring up 4th and 1 as
big boys.
Yep, the big package, heavy package, tank package, whatever you want to call it, jumbo package checks in. And they will line up in the same formation as Idlewild and Lovelace will line up as lead blockers for Brock. Brock will take the snap. He will follow them off the left side, and he will power his way down inside the 15 down to about the 13. And that is a huge first down. Brady Hull is slow to get up. But he looks to be okay, just hobbling a little bit.
Yeah, got a little bit of a thing to work out in that lower leg, but he ain't even looking at the bench.
Oh, no.
He's not thinking about
we'll get it
coming
worked out.
Yeah. That's 22 carries now for 111 for Brock.
And looks to me that they're going to stay in this package.
Why not?
couple of different lead blockers in front of Brock as Braden Ping is in there. And a little different variation this time as both blockers pull to the right and Brock goes right up the middle. And Brady Hull, who was a little banged up on last play, just got a pancake block out here on this defensive
he most
end.
certainly did. Going to give him 8.
Yeah. So why change? Let's stay in this and make them. They've not stopped it all night.
So that was the Waffle House.
There you go.
The pancake.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel.
Side of bacon.
Light
toast.
Frisch's. Somewhere that has them good pancakes.
Do you get grits or hash browns?
Oh, I hate grits.
Yeah, what is a grit? Same formation. Wildcat. Brock takes the snap. He looks to go off the left side. He follows his blockers in, and Kaysen will take it in from 5 yards out. So how about some power football, Mike?
I like it.
At the 7:31 mark here in the fourth quarter, the Maroons just said, here, if you can stop us, have at it. But you're getting ready to get a big dose of power run, and Kaysen Brock takes it in from 5 yards out.
Big extra point here.
To reclaim the lead, 3-point ball game. Mounts, PAT, snap is down, and it is through. And as my partner just claimed, a big extra point to extend the lead out to 4 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, 28-24.
Well, except for last week when we were at Danville, and it wasn't all this exciting, let's be honest. By the end of the first quarter, that one was history. You and I have been blessed. Week 1, we were over at Corbin for the game against Beechwood, and that was a heck of a high school football game. And tonight we've got another one going here. And where are you going next Friday night?
We are going back to Corbin, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right, to play the Red Hounds. So this early season schedule has been fun, and it's going to continue to be fun. But you got more things to do right now. You have got a 4-point lead with 7:31 to go in the fourth quarter. Pulaski to kick off.
Out of the line to kick it away for the Maroons.
You need a defensive stand, if you can find one.
And the defense has played well.
They have.
I mean, you've given up 24 points, but 6 of those have been on, or 7 of those have been on an interception. They've had a goal line stand. So you've given up
really
only 2 touchdowns.
Right. 10 of those have been gifts.
So ball will be taken back at the 10-yard line by Camden McAlpin. He sprints up the right side across the 35, so give him a return of 15 before he gets brought down. Atwell is there on the tackle. So George Rogers Clark will come out with 7:26 on the clock in a 4-point ball game. Maroons lead, looking to reclaim the lead. J.D. Maston takes the snap, hands it to Sam Clemens on a jet sweep. He's got some room out there, steps through a tackle, able to get it up to about the 40-yard line, give him a gain of 6 on first down, 2nd and 4. Some of our listeners are telling me that grits are good, Kerr.
Good.
Big Mo.
You can have all mine. Anytime we're together, you can have mine.
Yes. Jet sweep action. Now hands it back to Clemens across the left side, and he just picks his way around the corner and gets across the 44 up to the 45, which should be enough for a first down. So give him 5 on 2nd down.
Ball on the 45-yard line, 1st and 10.
This bunch from George Rogers Clark had a battle last week with the gentleman up at Belfry, and Belfry will come calling at Southwestern next week.
Clemens stays in the game. He'll take the handoff. That's not Clemens. That is Turner, and he is met right in the hole and will get no gain. And Bryston Brown in there on the stop along with Brody Johnson. So those young men, those two right there, have had, I've called their names several times,
Turner put his foot in the ground, but there was nothing left.
So 2nd and 11. Loss of 1. Cardinals quickly to the line, give the fake start of the play, and then looks over, and then the sidelines have the old 3-sign play call. Maston drops back to pass. He's under pressure, but now he's going to find his receiver down there, and that's Kamani John, and he steps through the tackle and will take it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Down to the
31 and change or thereabouts. Is that close?
Yes, ball spotted at the 26.
Yeah.
So,
John is an elusive little feller.
yeah. Now Maston takes a low snap. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. He is met there at the line of scrimmage by Idlewild, Lovelace, and Finley. Comes rolling off the bottom of the pile, but not before Maston picks up 3. It will be 2nd and 3. Clock winds down to about 5.5 minutes. Maroons lead it 28-24. Either looking to get a stop or get the ball back with a chance to win. Maston drops straight back. He's looking. He's got plenty of time and looking for his receiver down there, and that is intended for Athias Morris.
I'm going out on a limb. The left tackle from George Rogers Clark got away with a hold.
Yeah, the entire Pulaski County coaching staff was begging for a flag.
I saw it. So,
did not get it.
You know, when I see it, it's got to be pretty obvious.
So 3rd and 7, empty backfield set this time for Maston. The Maroons showing pressure. Lovelace had stepped up into the gap. Now he backs out, creeping up again, and the Maroons do bring pressure. Maston looking for his receiver, and it is broken up. Boone Godby. A great defensive play right there as Maston.
As you called the blitz or the show of blitz, and then they did come, you have Godby on an island. He was by himself.
And that he made a great the ball was thrown a little bit behind Morris's intended receiver and allowed Godby to recover. But Godby got there, got his hand up in between the receivers and pried that ball loose and sets up a big 4th and 7 from the 23. Clemens is checked back in. Mathis takes the snap. He's getting pressure and no flags as Finley was there to put the pressure on. Braden Ping was there, as well as Colton Kane, and Mathis trying to retreat and throw it off his back foot.
And he got torqued.
He did. And there was nobody there. So a huge...
Finley, I think, was the one who put the torque on the quarterback, but I'll hold off on that.
Turnover on down. No, you're right.
Let's try this.
Let's run the clock out.
Yeah, I go get the big guys. I don't know what they're going to do, but...
Well, Anderson is not in the game, so what does that tell you?
Well, it tells me that... Tells me there is some confusion right now.
Yeah, we don't have enough players. Yeah, so...
Is 11 McCune?
11 is McCune, but Finley and Braden Ping have checked back in as your lead blockers. Brock will take the direct snap. He will follow those big guys off the left side, cuts back to the middle of the field, gets across the 25 up to about the 27-yard line. So give him 4 on first down. We'll give him 5. 2nd and 5. Clock winds down to 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And
Brock has only toted it 25 times tonight for 129.
And the last 5 carries have been the most important of this game.
Yes.
Same formation. Brock takes the snap and going to get the same result. He just fires himself in there
Still
and
going.
driving tacklers as you can see this offensive line get fired up when they just get to pin their ears back and drive. And I don't know if you saw it, but Brady Hall come flying in over the pile, blowing people up.
Double stack pancake.
And that is a gain of 7 and a first down by Brock. Idlewind now checks in as the Wildcat formation. He will take the snap. He's going to follow his blockers. Now he cuts back to the right. He finds a whole lot of room. Flag comes flying in, though. And you see a good smarts there by that young man, senior. He doesn't run out of bounds. He stays in to keep the clock running, but we're going to get a stop clock with a hold.
Sure.
Yep.
Holding Pulaski County.
Which be a big penalty because now you had the clock at 3:28. You had a big 15-yard gain that would have been another first down. Clock stops. You lose 10 yards.
Don't celebrate yet.
Nope. You got to run. You got to get at least 2 more first downs.
Yeah, and this one just got a little more difficult.
And we're 1st and 15, and Anderson has checked back into the game. Idlewind and Brock on each side. Denmeyer and Finley split here to the near side. Hands it off to Brock. Avoids a blitzing Cardinal coming from the outside. Gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain, and will bring up 2nd and 18.
2:45 and counting.
And George Rogers Clark are keeping both of their timeouts in the pocket at this point. Clock at 2:35.
I think if you don't get much here, if you're George Rogers, you take the timeout.
You have to take a timeout if you're them after this play.
Yeah.
Idlewind comes back in motion, hands it to Brock up the middle. He powers his way down for a gain of 6, and there is the timeout call. So when we get back to live action, let's reset it for you. You're going to be 3rd and about 12. There's 2 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock. The Maroons lead at 28-24. And you're going to, if you don't get the first down here, you're 3rd and 12, you've got to run the ball. I don't think you put it in the air here.
No, because if you put it in the air, you stop the clock if it's incomplete. And I think you run the football, you force them to either let 40 seconds run off the clock or use their final timeout.
Punt it away and let your defense go to work.
Yep. Again, I don't get paid to clock manage. I went to the Les Miles School of Clock Management. That's a joke.
That's
in case
bad,
you know
that's
bad mojo
juju.
right there. Yeah. So I'm not helping with clock management.
Well, Brock has checked back in. Idlewind he'll line up in the fullback position, I formation. Anderson under center. Fakes it to Brock, and he's got Denmeyer wide open. So there you and I go, Mike. And Denmeyer is going to sprint to the house untouched, and will take it 66 yards. A gutsy play call there by the Maroons, and that should put this one away. Denmeyer came across. He lined up in the slot, and he just ran a skinny post, Mike,
yes.
And there was nobody back there. And Anderson laid it out, a perfectly thrown ball. that all Denmeyer had to do at that point was outrun the defense, which he did.
Well, now, who saw that coming?
Not you and I.
You and I called that one, didn't we?
I said that they wouldn't do that, so that meant they were going to do that.
You used reverse psychiatry on them.
So Mounts on to tack on the extra point, and that young man, after some kicking troubles in the first game, is perfect. 7 for 7 tonight. With 2:06 after the Citizens National Bank touchdown, the Maroons now up by 11, 35-24.
Denmeyer went through the Rick Barker red zone on the express train.
And that was Harris's second touchdown of the night. He had a 21-yarder way back in the second
He's a
quarter.
yard short of 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns on the game. Rock's got 143 rushing. Anderson has thrown for 213, excuse me.
You got some work to do to come up with a Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game.
I'm going to give it to the offensive line. I picked them in the pregame. No, I won't do that. I was told one time not to do that, not the whole line. All right, if you're Pulaski right here, you've got to avoid a big play. You can't avoid, and then you got to come out and play a little bit of a comfort zone.
Keep everything in front.
Yep.
Be sure on your tackling, but we got to get this kickoff done first. And kicked deep, it will be fielded at about the 15-yard line by McAlpin, and he is driven back by Finley and Atwell. And exactly what we just talked about, you had to have that kind of tackling.
Ball spotted at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
So with exactly 2 minutes, we've got the new 2-minute warning in high school football, if you weren't aware.
Yeah, I am aware.
So with 2 minutes on the clock, 35-24, 11-point lead for the Maroons. Maston under pressure, throws it right up the middle, finds his back out of the backfield. Turner will take it up to about the 45, where he's brought down on the play by Cohen Finley. Gain of 39, giving 16 on first down. But Pulaski's best friend, the clock, down to 1:45. Maston drops back to pass. He's got time. Finds Turner in the left flat, and he is just going to run out of bounds to stop the clock. Give him a short gain on the play of 2.
48-yard line.
We'll bring up 2nd and 8. But Pulaski's best friend looking for a new friend. Stops at 134. And we have a little bit of a delay. Official timeout for equipment, as Broderick Finley getting sorted, and we're back. Maston drops back. He is flushed out of the pocket. Brown giving chase, and Maston just throws it away. Will stop the clock. Good coverage there by the Maroons on defense. We'll bring up 3rd and 8.
There is a flag down on the play.
Flag. Holding on the defense. So
Somebody's kidding somebody.
we didn't see it. Flag's on the far side over there, so must have been on one of the defensive backs holding a receiver, and that will be a 10-yard penalty, which will give the Cardinals a first down. Now across midfield all the way to the 43-yard line. 1:27 on the clock. Maston takes the snap. He looks out wide to the right. He's looking for Camden McAlpin, his leading receiver, but there on the coverage was Will Adams, and Braden Ping falls harmlessly incomplete. And Maston ran all the way over to the sideline to get the play call this time. Same formation, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Looking back, now he's under some pressure and throws it away, trying to get rid of it. Ottawa sitting there on defense, and he will get the interception. But, Mike, we got another flag. Again, post-possession, I'm pretty sure. So the Maroons will keep the ball after the Ottawa interception right at midfield. And here comes another flag that flies in very late.
None of Pulaski's players are out there around the officials, so I can't imagine it's on them, but we'll wait and see.
So we've got 2 flags on the play, and the referee is talking to the sideline.
It's a dead ball.
Dead ball, personal foul against the Cardinals. Then we have a dead ball unsportsmanlike on the Maroons. So those should be offsetting, and there's the signal for that. And so after all of that, kiss your sister.
Can't we all just get along?
And the Maroons should be able to stop this one away. Yeah, that's the loudest I've heard them all night. So Ottawa gets a pick. You got 12 guys on the field. Is
that all?
Oh, yeah, is what Pat's telling me back here. I think we do. And, yeah, there's the flag. So Finley checked in to try to be the personal protector, but that made 12 players on the field, so that will be a illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution by the Maroons.
We'll back him up 5 yards, but it's meaningless in the grand scheme of things. I mean, Pulaski is lined up to take a knee. George Rogers Clark has timeouts, but not enough.
Herschel Walker's favorite play.
That's right. And Zach will take a knee, and that will at least take us down under a minute. So a big win last week for Coach Burns, his first as the head coach at Pulaski County. You come home for your home opener against a good 2-0 George Rogers Clark team that showed you some flashes of speed, passing ability, rushing ability. We were in a one-score ball game all night long, but the Maroons are going to salt this one away. They're going to move to 2-1 on the season, set up the match against Corbin next week over at Corbin High School. But as the clock winds down on this one, 35-24, the Pulaski County Maroons will come away with the victory here tonight at the home opener. And my partner giving a little dance, a little victory dance.
They're playing that music down there that make you want to swerve.
Yep. So we're going to step out. Mike's going to get some individual numbers together. I will give you a scoring recap when we come back, and then we will give away some hardware. And then stay tuned. After the game, we'll take a break, go off the air. We will find Coach Burns, and we will bring you the Facebook Live Alton Blakely post-game show after the Maroons come away from this one. Again, final score, 35-24.
Service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 175-100, here to come in 175-2. I'm 200 down, again, here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
And Welcome back to Pulaski County High School. Toyota of Somerset. Home opener for the Pulaski County Maroons, and they come away with the 35-24 victory over the George Rogers Clark Cardinals. They will move to 2-1 on the season. The Maroons will move to identical 2-1 on the season. They will take on the Corbin Red Hounds next week over at Corbin in what should be a good matchup. Maybe earlier in the season kind of looked like a mismatch, but after watching these Maroons for 3 games, I'm telling you, it's a different breed of Pulaski football. Running the football, passing the football, different formations, some not trick plays, but plays maybe you wouldn't expect. But anyway, 35-24 victory tonight as Mike is tallying up some individual numbers. Our I'm trying to think. We're going to wait on the offensive player of the game. Promo lawn service defensive or lineman of the game, not defensive, but lineman of the game. Bryston Brown and Colton Kane and Brody Johnson were in there. I called their names a lot tonight. Your promo lineman of the game will go to Brody Johnson.
Good call there.
Your United Cumberland Bank defensive player of the game, Finley, was all over the place. Yeah, he didn't get the interception Idawine got. Idawine has been in that spot before. Cohen Finley, I heard his name a lot.
He leads his team in tackles, too, if I'm not mistaken. So
him and Gunner kind of back and forth.
How can you go wrong?
But so our defensive player of the game will be Cohen Finley. Now, we've got a lot of things to sort out here.
You do, but you can sort them out, or you can just let me be the bad guy.
No, you're not no bad guy. We're the good guys. We're giving away awards.
Denmeyer.
Harris Denmeyer.
I left him out last week, and the numbers were staggering because, to be honest with you, his quarterback had one of them nights.
Right.
Tonight, Harris Denmeyer, tip of the hat. I've got you unofficially on my stat sheet until we go back and look at it. 4 catches for 99 yards and a couple touchdowns. And to be candid, the play that broke this puppy back.
Yeah, the winning score, and they were up 4, but had the opportunity to give the ball back to George Rogers Clark. Give credit to the offensive coaching staff, whoever made the play call there.
I can't wait to ask.
Right. Big play, finds Denmeyer, 66-yard touchdown to put this one away. And I know we give it to Denmeyer, and I'm not going to argue with you, but you take away a stellar performance by a sophomore running back that put this team on his back for most of the game.
Yes. And
ran hard, got first downs when he needed to, ball security, didn't put the ball on the ground. So not to take anything away from Case and Brock.
Oh, no.
But Harris Denmeyer.
And I'll say this to Case and Brock. When Riley Hall was a quarterback here at Pulaski County, we gave these awards every week. And when Jake Johnson was receiver here at Pulaski County, we gave these every week. And we didn't give it to them on a regular basis because people would say, well, you could give it to them every week. Well, we probably could have. And, yes, Brock could have been. And again, Anderson had another good night.
Yes.
Let's don't forget that. So,
one mistake.
But tonight, Harris Denmeyer is going to be our Somerset Community College offensive player of the game, he said.
Yeah. So quick scoring recap. Then Mike give you some individual numbers, and then we will try to get with Coach Burns and give you our interview with him. But this is your Alton Blakely post-game show. PC opened up the scoring of the 7:26 mark of the first quarter. Cason Brock, 33-yard rushing touchdown, his first of the night. Mounts would tack on the PAT and make the score 7-0. George Rogers Clark would come back right away at the 2:19 mark. Zayden Turner would take it in from 10 yards out. Not the score up 7-7. PC, the first play or first drive of the second quarter, Harris Denmeyer would get his first touchdown pass from Anderson and make it 14-7. George Rogers Clark would answer right back as Sam Clemens would take it in from 31 yards out, rushing around the left side to score at 14-all. It would stay that way until 55 seconds remained in the half as the Maroons found the end zone again. This time, first touchdown for Boone Godby. Pass from Anderson would extend the lead out to 7 at halftime, 21-14. George Rogers Clark would come out to open the third quarter, and striker Davidson would take a 6-yard interception into the end zone and would tie the score up 21-21. George Rogers Clark would get the ball back, fight their way down to the 13-yard line before they had to settle for a field goal. Hayden Cockrell would put it through the uprights and make the score 24-21. From there, it was all PC. Kaysen Brock, 5-yard rushing touchdown at the 7:31 mark to reclaim the lead 28-24, and then the big play we talked about, 66-yard pass from Anderson to Denmeyer to make the final score 35-24 after the Mounts PAT.
Not a complete recap. I'm just going to give you some quick numbers here to work from. We gave you Anderson 223 through the air. Denmeyer 4 catches for 99 yards and a couple touchdowns. Godby had his first couple catches of the year for 31 yards. Finley had 1 for 15. Brock had 3 for 27. Will Adams had 1 catch, and Ottawa had 1 for 23. On the ground, 28 carries for Kaysen Brock for 143 yards. Ford had 4 carries for 15. Ottawa had a couple for 10, and that's the top of the page from the stats for this one. In Pulaski County, again, they're showing that tonight when they really needed to be a power football team at times, they were.
Yes.
And then just when I had committed to power football, they throw the bomb over the top to Denmeyer and settle this thing. So big win for Pulaski County. They've got another one next week as they're going to go back to Corbin. This time they'll play Corbin. We'll be there with them, partner.
Yeah, we will be over there. So again, this is our Alton Blakely post-game show. A big thank you to all of our sponsors tonight. Our video game of the week. Next week we will be over at, well, not we won't, Lake Cumberland Sports will be at Southwestern as Belfry comes calling at the reservation. And the way I heard earlier, unless Southwestern has made a big comeback, looking to get their first win of the season. They are looking to go 0-2 on the year and have yet to score.
Yeah, that's again, that surprises me a little bit. I think you guys are looking at some scores, so I'm not going to sign off. I'm going to let you do it.
Weather delay at South Warren in the Southwestern South Warren game, still 29-0 at halftime. So that one's there. The last score that we had on Somerset and Knox Central was 7-7 at halftime. So a couple of games yet to be decided from the other teams around town.
Partner, it's been fun. It's been a heck of a night. Once again, if you're not coming out and supporting these kids, that's your fault. They're fun to watch. They have proven themselves, and right now they're riding a wave.
They really are. I mean, it's one of those things where you look good in the first game and, you know, very easily could have came away with the win on that one. Started the season 3-0. They do what they needed to do at Danville last week. They did what they needed to do here tonight, come away with the 35-24 victory. And if you don't have anything else to add, we are going to wrap this thing up. We are going to try to track down Coach Burns, and we will bring you our post-game interview with him if we can do that. If not, for Mike Kerr, hope he gets feeling better. He's been a little bit under the weather this week, but as the old pro does, stuck in with us tonight and got it done. I'm Chris Staten. Thanks to Jeremiah Jones and Pat Harris for bringing you all the action. 35-24. Pulaski County Maroons come away with the victory. Good night, everyone. Have a good, safe week.
So long, everybody.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different reading services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about
Here to come in 17500, here to come in 175.2, and 200 down, count it here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about
Here to come in 17500, here to come in 175.2, and 200 down, count it here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about
Here to come in 17500, here to come in 175.2, and 200 down, count it here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs,